Here we have the home side, ladies and gentlemen. Indonesia up against India.
And the crowd going absolutely wild on the far side of the field. Indonesia supporters expecting a great result here from their team.
India kicking off in the white strip, running left to right. It was a good hanging kickoff there.
And advantage to India. Knock on the kick there from Indonesia.
Great start there, a really high kickoff, and that's what you need. That's what you want, so you can contest the ball. India with the scrum feed. Nice tight scrum, India with the win. From their halfway line now. What can India do? That's good defense there from Indonesia on the far right.
Yeah, big hit just inside. India now looking to spread it wide, something we didn't see them do much of earlier today.
It's a big number one for India. That's Niraj. They spread it to the right. What can they do? Indonesia comes across in defense. It's number 5, Mohit Khatri. They're 2 meters short.
Yeah, India keeping the pressure on now. Looking to use the width.
There's a big overlap there for India. They spread it out wide. And it's their number 7, Prince Khatri, in for a try for India. 5-0 India.
Yeah, clinical stuff there from India. Moving the ball to the right and then 3 passes out left. And easy try for them in the end in the corner.
That conversion is successful for India, taking the score. India 7, Indonesia 0.
Yeah, we saw a few of these Indian players a few weeks back in the 15s tournament. And certainly a lot of pace, a lot of skill. And we've seen a few strong boys out there as well. So Indonesia is going to have to be at the top of their game here.
Another very good start from India here. A high kick, and they've won the ball again. Indonesia needs to capitalize. They need to fix this. They use the short blind. It's their big number 1. Indonesia going too high in defense. It's Niraj. India on the blind side. That's Mohit Khatri. And that's Niraj over for a try.
Yeah, and that's been 2 great kickoffs there by India. Long, high-hanging ball. They've chased it well. They've got the ball back, and they've been ruthless once they've got their hands on the ball.
That conversion is unsuccessful from India. The score remains India 12, Indonesia 0. Another good restart from India, a high ball, and they've won the ball again.
Yeah, clinical here at the kickoffs are India, and they're exploiting.
This is Prince Khatri.
Indonesia now with the scrum free. Their first real touch of the ball in this game. They haven't seen much of it in the first 5 minutes, so with the gas that they've got out wide, let's show what they can do as well.
Referee wants that up again. We'll have a word to the boys.
Yeah, referee making his expectations clear there.
Referee giving a scrum 101 lesson here to the boys. Bull done with the feet for Indonesia. Indonesia scrum win. What can they do here? Deep in their own half.
Oh, great defense there by India.
Bulldon with the ball. Bulldon straightens up. Bulldon with the step. It's Bulldon. Bulldon still. Where's his support? He needs support. Pangya's there. Indonesia straightening up. Good run.
Starting to get some continuity here.
Pangya sees a gap right up the middle. Pangya puts a little chip in. Indonesia. Still a chance here for Indonesia to pick up the ball and regain.
Oh. So close there for Indonesia. Just showing what they are capable of with ball in hand. And now the pressure on India 5 meters out. Actually, no, this one's got a live feed from ESCOM. So, it's, yeah. Sorry, guys.
So we have a concern. We have an injury here for one of the Indian players on the 40-meter line. It's number 9 by the looks of it. Number 5. That's Mohit Khatri, down injured.
Yeah, he's a try scorer early on in the game. One of their pivotal players for the Indian team, so it'll be a loss for them to have him come off the park.
He will be replaced by Paulsami Sankar.
Indonesia will be looking for a big scrum here and some pressure on that scrum off. I'm sure he'll be sweating blood at the moment, knowing the pressure that's going to be on him as that ball comes out.
Big push from Indonesia. India now to work it from their try line. India now on the bust, on the run. They've made the 40, they've made the halfway line. It's Prince Khatri. We all know what he's capable of. And Prince Khatri is under the post for India once again.
Yeah, great breakout there by India. Good bust through the middle. And then having the sense to put that ball out wide to the quick man. Great finish.
As the halftime hooter sounds in the background, it's India 17 with a kick to come. And he has converted. India 19, Indonesia 0.
And folks, we're just about ready to start the second half. India's coaches looking a little bit happier than they were earlier in the day. Nice to see them smiling. And Indonesian team pulling together now for hopefully what will be a great fight back in the second half.
Second half underway. Indonesia gets this started. A good high kick from Indonesia. India finds themselves in their 22, working the ball out. India spreading it very early.
Yeah, a lot of interplay here. There's
Indonesia have come up with the ball. It's an intercept for Indonesia. It's Buldan. Buldan with the ball. He needs support. It's Pangya. Pangya in support. Pangya all the way. He won't be stopped. Indonesia have come back really quickly.
Yeah, less than a minute into the second half, and Indonesia have scored. Great fight back by the boys.
19-5. That was good lead-up work there from Buldan, the scrum half. Finding the gap, finding that hole. Pangya in support. Pangya converts his own try. It is now India 19, Indonesia 7.
Yeah, it looks like Buldan's down with an injury. That ankle tap certainly made its mark, but he did really well to get that ball away despite the injury. Tough characters, Buldan. Back on his feet and ready for a bit more action.
That kick hasn't gone 10. An unforced error there from Indonesia, from the try scorer Pangya. Now India with another chance to attack. Midfield. They spread it to the left very quickly. Big number 4 here. Vikas Khatri. One of 3 Khatri brothers. Pulled down from behind, but the referee will play that knock on from Indonesia. India to feed.
Yeah, lost opportunity there for Indonesia. Not an easy one to pick up, but it's given India the scrum feed. And looks like Indonesia are making a change now with their scrum half, Buldan, coming off. And number 8, Diaz, taking the field. Diaz Pratama.
Indian then on the attack. Some good defense there from Indonesia.
Yeah, great pressure on the Indian team. And it's a giant for India, number 2, Surinder Singh, who's taken the park. And he's replacing number 4, Vikas Khatri.
Scrum win there for Pangya, for Indonesia. Pangya sees a small gap. Big goose step there from Pangya. Indonesia then. Middle of the field, what can they do? Another unforced error there from Indonesia. This could cost them. Could be very costly.
They've got to move that ball earlier. They had the overlap and it would have been better give it out to the quick man and see if he can get around the outside. Time off.
India with the scrum feed.
India with a familiar wrap around there to get themselves the extra man. Great pickup.
Indonesia's picked up the ball, but the assistant referee said that India was in touch already. We'll have a line out for Indonesia.
Just looking at that Indian line out. Surinder Singh, absolute giant of a man.
Good line out for Indonesia. Now what can they do? They really need to go forward from here. Let's put in a chip and chase from Indonesia. We have a chase here. Indonesia looks like they're going to pick up the ball. It's come up trumps. Oh, great defense from India. Great defense from India. Indonesia needs support. He finds the support. Indonesia still there. It's number 3 for Indonesia.
And the crowd going absolutely wild here as Indonesia have got themselves back into this game with 2 minutes to go.
Great try from Muhammad Daniel Al-Fikri to bring Indonesia to 12. Conversion is successful. Takes the score to India 19, Indonesia 14.
5-point game here, folks, with just over a minute and a half to go. 90 seconds is all we've got. Can Indonesia do the unthinkable?
That was entertaining stuff from Indonesia. They took it on. They backed themselves. Pangya with a kick. 90 seconds to go for Indonesia. Straightening it up. India using this short blind.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and wind down the clock here.
They're staying here short. The big giant of a number 1 there. Niraj. Penalty Indonesia. Here it is. Here it is. Penalty for Indonesia. 1 minute to go. They spread it out wide. Indonesia with the ball. They're 50 meters out. What can Pangya do? What can Indonesia do? He finds the gap. He's doing it. The big don't argue.
Come on,
it's
son.
Indonesia. Pulled behind by India. Great defense there. Indonesia with the ball. Using it's a penalty to India.
Yeah, unfortunately holding on at the ruck there. Very, very close there for Indonesia. And India with a quick tap. It's the big man, Singh.
India's taking the big tap, the quick tap. Good defense from Indonesia. India using that small width up there on the far right. He trips over, albeit he picks it up and he'll score. India have sealed this game.
Yeah, a bit of a rogue grasshopper there at the end that clipped his boots.
And I think that's Prince Khatri with another try for India.
Yeah, well played to both teams there. Hard-fought match. Could have gone either way up until that last try. So well done to Indonesia. Great heart, boys. Excellent work out there.
The conversion is unsuccessful. Score remains. India 24, Indonesia.